have to go for it because I'm starving.
Slop.
So we have another day of eating slop. Anybody else like some? I know it's gonna be gross. Slop is horrible. It's disgusting. I don't see anybody going to the grocery store and stocking up on this particular brand of substance.
When Jameka was eating her slop, you could just tell that, like, it was literally, like, hurting her to eat it.
Since I have not been on slop, I don't really feel bad for people that are on it. I suck at that, feeling bad thing. But I definitely feel something. I don't know if it's bad.
It would mean a lot to me to get off of slop this week and bring myself back into the game in the way that I want to play it.
Dick, these are great.
Right on.
Excuse me.
You guys make me feel terrible. You can't look at me drooling when I know you guys are starving. It's like going to Africa and sitting there having hamburgers or something.
Which, by the way, could be Asia, could be United States.
I said something about starving kids in Africa, and she just got so on the defensive, like I was saying it in a racist way because I picked Africa, and that really upset me.
And the first thing I would really like to touch on is our relationship, personally.
I've had a really, really good relationship with Jameka up until this point.
Let me talk to you about something at dinner. I said something about starving kids in Africa, and you just like jumped all over
Because
me.
I feel like...
I was not making a racist comment.
No, it wasn't that. Listen, I'm the only black person here. So I am cognizant of how that is portrayed. I'm not saying that has anything to do with you. I was saying that for people who really think, hey, the only thing in Africa is starving kids. That comment was not an ED comment. That was a, hey, Africa's not the only place.
But it was like, you know, it kind of took me back, and it was just like, you know.
But it's not
But
you.
this is one thing that I wanted to talk about. I want to keep our relationship good. That's all.
I know. It's just a lot. Y'all don't understand because y'all aren't the minority. But it's a lot on my shoulder because if I act, I have to be mindful of that. If I'm trying to engage in conversation with you guys, I have to be mindful of how I'm portraying myself. It's just a lot. I've never lived with white people before. To come into this environment, I felt as though I had to be what other people wanted me to be. I didn't feel comfortable being myself. Anybody who doesn't know, I want them to know that it's not just like that. And that's where that comment came from. And I'm sorry if it was awkward and it offended you and just the timing of it. Like,
you put me on.
I'm
felt
sorry.
like I was like, we don't need to talk anymore. Everything's been said. And I love you to death. I really do.
When you're taking the weight of an entire race on your shoulders and being a representation of them to the world from this show, it has to be a hard thing, it has to be a personal thing, it has to be an emotional thing.
Nobody's the perfect person. All we could do is just try to be.